The phone didn't buzz again. That was the first thing I noticed, even before I opened my eyes. No vibration against the nightstand. No screen lighting up the dark room. Just silence, thick and unmovable, like the air right before a storm that never comes. I lay there for a few seconds longer than necessary, staring at the ceiling fan, counting the rotations without realizing I was doing it. It was 6 in the morning. I knew because I had checked the time 3 minutes earlier and 5 minutes before that. Waiting has a sound. People don't talk about that enough. It's not loud, but it's constant. It hums under everything you do. Under the shower water, under the coffee maker, under your own thoughts. That morning, it was louder than usual. I reached for my phone. No new notifications. The last message was still there, exactly where I had left it. Not rude, not cold, not cruel, just unfinished. A sentence that ended like it planned to come back later and never did. I'll explain later. Later became hours. Hours became days. And days slowly learned how to stretch themselves into something that felt personal. I carried my phone with me everywhere that day, even to rooms where I didn't need it. The kitchen, the bathroom, the garage. I set it face up on every surface, like if it could see me waiting, it might feel guilty enough to respond. Every time it lit up with a weather alert or a spam email, my chest jumped first, and my disappointment followed right after. By noon, I had reread the message so many times I could see it, even when the screen was off. I started analyzing the punctuation, the timing, the choice of words. Why later and not tonight? Why no period at the end? Was that a sign of softness or avoidance? I built theories the way some people build houses, one assumption stacked on top of another, until it felt solid enough to stand in. If this story is already sounding familiar, pause for a second. While you're listening, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and tap the like button. Stories like this find people who need them, and your support helps that happen. And as you listen, think about your own last message. You'll want to come back to that thought later. That afternoon, I went about my normal routine, pretending everything was fine. I answered emails. I folded laundry. I even laughed at a joke someone told me, surprised at how normal my voice sounded. That's the strange part about waiting. From the outside, you look functional. From the inside, you're standing still, staring at a closed door, convinced it might open if you don't blink. Around 4 in the afternoon, I did something I told myself I wouldn't do. I checked their social media. Just a quick look, I promised myself. No scrolling, no digging, just confirmation that the world hadn't ended. It hadn't. There was a new post from 2 hours earlier. A photo of a coffee cup on a wooden table, sunlight spilling across it like everything was peaceful. No caption that explained anything. No hint of urgency. Just life moving forward at a pace that didn't include me. That was when the waiting changed. Before, it had felt passive. Temporary. Like standing in line, annoyed but certain your turn would come. After that moment, it became something heavier. Something that sat in my chest and pressed down every time my phone stayed silent. I wasn't just waiting for a reply anymore. I was waiting for clarity, for acknowledgement, the proof that I hadn't imagined the connection. I told myself 1,000 reasons why the message hadn't come yet. They're busy. They need space. Something unexpected came up. All reasonable, all comforting, and all fragile enough to shatter the moment reality decided to show up. Dinner that night tasted like nothing. I ate because my body knew it was time, not because I felt hungry. I set my phone next to my plate, glancing at it between bites, as if food and hope were somehow connected. They weren't. By 10 that night, the house was quiet again. I sat on the couch with the lights off, the television playing something I wasn't watching. My phone rested in my hand, warm from being held too tightly. I imagined different versions of the reply I might get. Long explanations, short apologies, casual messages pretending nothing had happened. Each version carried its own kind of relief and its own kind of pain. Still, nothing. If this moment feels uncomfortably close to home, I want you to do something. Drop a comment after the video and tell me, what was the hardest part of waiting for a message you never got? Not the silence itself, but what it made you think about yourself. I read those comments, and you're not as alone in this as you might feel. The next morning, I woke up before my alarm. Again, the first thing I did was check my phone. Again, the same message stared back at me, unchanged, like it was daring me to finally accept it for what it was. That's when I realized something I hadn't wanted to admit. The message itself wasn't the problem. It hadn't insulted me. It hadn't rejected me outright. It hadn't said goodbye. If it had, I might have been able to grieve it, to process it, to move forward. What hurt wasn't the words. It was the space around them, the empty hours, the unanswered questions, the way my mind filled the silence with its worst fears. Waiting does that. It turns quiet into a mirror, and sometimes you don't like what you see reflected back. I started questioning my worth in small, dangerous ways. Was I asking for too much? Was I too available? Had I said something wrong without realizing it? Each question chipped away at me, not all at once, but steadily, like water against stone. By the third day, the waiting had changed my behavior. I jumped every time my phone buzzed. I felt embarrassed by how much power a single unread reply had over my mood. I told myself to stop caring, but caring isn't a switch you can flip. It's a habit you have to unlearn, slowly and painfully. That afternoon, I finally did what I should have done earlier. I stopped waiting. Not in a dramatic way. I didn't delete the message or block the number. I didn't send a follow-up demanding answers. I simply put my phone down and let it stay there, on the counter, face down, out of reach. It felt wrong at first, like I was abandoning something important. Like if the message came in and I missed it, I'd regret it forever. But as the minutes passed, something unexpected happened. The room got quieter. Not the heavy, anxious quiet of waiting, but a softer one. The kind that lets you hear your own thoughts again. I realized how much energy I had been pouring into a silence that wasn't speaking back. That night, I slept better. Not perfectly, but better. And when morning came, the phone was still quiet. No explanation. No closure. Just the same unfinished sentence, frozen in time. And for the first time, it didn't break me. Sometimes the most painful lesson isn't learning that someone can hurt you. It's learning that they can leave you suspended, unsure, and questioning yourself, without ever saying a cruel word. The waiting teaches you what the message never will. If this story resonated with you, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and give this video a like. It helps these stories reach the people who are still waiting, still wondering, still holding their phones a little too tightly. And before you go, answer this in the comments. If the message never comes, what would it take for you to stop waiting? Sometimes that answer is the beginning of everything that comes next.